Hello, my loves, and welcome to another creative storytelling. With that said, let's see what we got. That's about our main character. Justice could be a Libra. Queen of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Two of Swords could be Libra Moon. We have someone who perhaps at one point they were too giving. Page of Wands under peeking out to the Two of Cups. So the scales are turning in someone's favor. This is someone who, if someone was too giving when it comes to their heart, to their cup, gave too freely. You notice in this Queen of Cups, now the Queen of Cups in any standard Rider-Waite, they are the only one that have a seal on their cup, right? However, this one is not sealed at all. It's very open, right? This is someone who has learned to be moderate in regards to who they give their cup to, who they pour into, right? This is someone who may have had to learn the hard way. You know, not everyone deserves to sip from the well. Someone could have been done wrong, and now they're in a place, they're of sound mind and sound heart. If someone used to always, move from an emotional place, right? From a place of heart space, right? Those scales of balance, and someone is more discerning with that Two of Swords. All right, so what happened in the past? Eight of Cups, Knight of Swords to the Nine of Cups, Four of Wands. This is like they don't even know what happened. This is like something turned into something turned out to be something that they did not expect, right? This feels like a heavy, someone could have dealt with someone who's very confusing, could have been an air sign, that elusive energy with that clouds, right? For this Knight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Someone could have been uncertain if they wanted to still be single or not. Regardless, there was an emphasis of walking away, right? Someone could have been careless and just walked away without a thought in the world, right? Four of Wands to the Devil. Someone could have thought that someone was a control freak or something like that. And, someone could have decided, well, you know what? No, they saw one sign of something. It's like, oh, no, I guess that they're this. I guess that they're that. Um, mm. Someone's mask came off regardless. Someone left something alone. Someone could have. Hopefully, someone wasn't abusing substances or anything with it. Temperance, it brought me to drinking or things to take one out of their own, hence all the cloudy energy. Now, this could be someone who was even finalized at the divorce. Let's see. What about now? Ace of Pentacles. Well, someone is definitely back on the market regardless. Okay, so Page of Pentacles. Someone is readily available out there on the market. Oh. Do we have someone whose heart was, who their kindness, their love, their heart, it was all taken advantage of, and now they're a bit more discerning? And perhaps someone with whom they took advantage of a kind and caring heart. They took advantage of someone's love, someone who gave so freely, that walked away. Now they're in this, and yet they were in a form of state of confusion, even if it was something that they wanted. Perhaps because for whatever reasons, whether it was they still wanted to be single or they weren't sure, they were just so confused, not knowing what they wanted. Mm. But Six of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles. Tables are definitely turning. Um, Our main character is definitely much more discerning when it comes to where their energy is best served. Our main character knows where to water versus what not to. I feel like our main character could be meeting someone who does have a sense of certainty, who is not confusing, someone who matches them. If our main character dealt with those who just ding true for confirmation, dealt with those who were just very confusing, all up in the air, didn't know what they wanted, right? Hence, they've been more discerning, learning to cut through those types of energies, no longer watering weeds. That has put them now in a place to be open towards energies that there's actual fruit to bear from these things, right? They could meet someone who genuinely matches their energy when they're least looking for it. Someone who stands out above the rest. Someone absolutely absolutely brand new to them. There's that King of Pentacles again, Knight of Pentacles. In the near future, King of Swords. I feel like this could even be same-sex situation, doesn't have to be, or someone could be fluid. I feel like our main character, our Queen of Cups character, has a long-term potential, something worth value, something worth watering coming towards them. Someone who is not as confusing. Again, if they're used to dealing with going in circles with confusing types, this is someone who takes that confusion away, someone who's there for the long war, very discerning, very clear-cut, blunt, to the point, someone who knows what they want. They will clear out any confusion. This is someone who they'll be very clear upon their intentions proceeding forward. It's one of the things that stand out about them. They're very blunt, very straightforward, to the point, matter of fact. They don't pussyfoot. This is someone who's very, it gives a bit of an atypical type of energy. This is someone who does not waste their time willy-nilly. It's like they'd rather just put it all on the table. This is someone who puts it all on the table before proceeding forward. A breath of fresh air compared to what one has dealt with in the past. Okay. So what is the possible outcome? Wow, 10 Pentacles. Eye-opening. Knight of Cups. Four of Swords. I never knew there was a love like this. Hierophant. Wow. Eyes wide open. Someone could have blue eyes. Our main character is moving towards a connection that has the potential for long term. This Knight of Cups is literally leading towards the Ten of Pentacles. Eye-opening, right? Um, a connection that has a sense of ease. It just comes easy. Four of Swords to the Knight of Cups. They are moving towards a connection with someone who is like a breath of fresh air. It just comes easy. If this if our Queen of Cups was always feeling like they just had to prepare, right, for the snake to come through, right? That, because our Queen of Cups has become more discerning, has pulled in someone who is very straightforward, forthcoming, blunt, honest, to the point, very direct in nature, you know? And that's going to be the one that they have the potential of being something with long term. This could even be someone with whom the scales are balancing for our main character. They could even end up marrying this person down the line. But this feels like a long term connection, one that is worthwhile, um, one that has much fruit to bear. And it's all because one used their own discernment. They learn the lesson. They learn when to turn their back and when to not just so freely give of themselves. Especially if, they always found themselves dealing with, very confusing individuals. They've moved on from that. Those things are a thing of the past. They're done watering weeds. and now they're upgrading. Which I love. I do. I feel like I'm going to leave that there. With that said, that is your story.